Hey everyone, it's John Farrell from WellDatabase here. Wanted to make a quick video to talk about exporting data. So we spend a lot of time making a ton of features in WellDatabase, decline curve analysis, analytics, and at the end of the day, the most popular feature, and not by a small margin, is exporting data. So what did we do? We tried to make that as easy as possible, because while we would love for you to hang out in our platform and use all our tools, we recognize we can't be everything to everyone, and so you need the data in the softwares that get you what you need. So let me show you a quick video about how we export data. If I come into WellDatabase and I have any search here, I drew a random AOI. I pop open my well list and then I simply hit the export. Now I can check any of these wells and export these selected wells. That's fine if you have a limited set. But 99% of the time you created your limited set by your filters. And so here it's time to just export these. Now you can create templates in WellDatabase and you can recall them and utilize them across the board. If I click new, then it's going to ask me what I want. And here you can see all of the software that we support: CSV, Excel files, JSON, you name it, it's out there. I want to highlight a specific one though. Whitson Plus is one of our newest ones, and we love the people at Whitson and want to give them major props for sending us over the formats to help ensure that we're getting a clean import-export situation. And you might say, well, doesn't everybody do that? No, they don't. They don't share. We have to reverse engineer a lot of things because people do not want to work together. And so when a company like Whitson comes together to pull together a list of all the fields that they can pull into their software, then that's great, because we will populate as much data as we can. And not only have they sent that over, we've gone through this 2, 3, 4 times now, because they continually add new stuff into their software. And so that allows us to continually push more and more data. At the end of the day, it just helps you, the end user. And so big props to Whitson Plus and this new export that you can do to take data directly into Whitson. But to do so, this is so great because I just select Whitson Plus, hit next, give it a name, call this the Bakken random circle, and then hit finish. It will send off to a backend process, which will put it into a queue. If it's a large one, it can take a few minutes, but by and large, they go relatively quick. And so if you just kind of hang around, you can continue using the platform, you can do anything you want, and then you will see that the export will pop open a notification. While we're waiting, we'll go ahead and open my exports to show you really quick. There's my Bakken random circle that is still running. Whenever you export out data from WellDatabase, you can come back and you can reference any of these downloads over time. You can re-download those data points. And inherently, when you do an export, it is a data set, at a date and time. So therefore, it is inherently kind of time gapped for that time. So it does become stale as time comes on. We get new production data or new data points come into play. That export, becomes old. Now it's nice to go back and be able to re-download all the old ones. But if you want to update it, then all you have to do is come back into your exports, and you see that is the button there that we'll use to download the export. And then if we want to refresh it, then we simply click this button. And what it'll do, it'll reapply all of the filters that we applied here and then generate the export with the most updated data. And so if you have a set of exports that you do every single month, then all you need to do is come into WellDatabase, click the refresh, download those, and you'll be off to the races. Now this page is not live, so to speak, so I'll need to refresh to see that my Bakken random circle is here, and I can download that. Now, even if it's a Whitson export or any of the other exports, you can come in here, click this refresh button, and you will see relatively quickly that a new one pops up and it's given the same name, but now we've got these two different dates. This one's running. And so this is a great way to keep track of all your exports, re-download your old ones, regenerate to refresh new data, and then most importantly, continue to export out to Whitson and use the Whitson suite of products. No, I'm not being paid to say that. I just really appreciate the fact that they gave us the definitions and we were able to push that data in and it's clean. So anyway, that's exporting in a nutshell. And if you want to, you can go through and check out our other videos on exporting, customizing your export. But when you're exporting out to a standalone application like Whitson, it really is just a very simple process. So if you have any questions, by all means, reach out and we'll be glad to help. And thank you for watching.